Okay, how's it going? Alright, so if you're wanting to hear the first sounds of the Condor, there aren't really first sounds this time because I've already done some tweaking on this, and I'll explain why in a second. But if you want to hear me kind of like sweep through the knobs and switches and dip switches and all that sort of stuff, go ahead and look down at the description, see that first timestamp, and just jump ahead to that part. But I'll tell you, you'll miss something fun. So, if you want, go ahead, grab a soda, popcorn, whatever, then skip ahead as you wish. If you want to hear the next part, then don't skip ahead. What's the next part, you say? It's, can I make the Chase Bliss Condor sound like the 29 pedals Yuna? You can't really see the 29. Maybe if I do it like that. There it is. There it is. I have this set up in a weird way, and some of the cables are so tight I can't really move a whole lot, but I have it like this so that you can kind of see if it's on or if it's off. Real quick, just so you know, here's the clean tone. There's nothing on right now. It is a 1969 Epiphone Sorrento going into the Benson Chimera VST by Mixwave, and that's what this is right here. Alright, now the way I have this set up is the way I usually use the 29 pedals Yuna right here, and I have all of these switches up, and this kind of dimly lit LED tells me it's off. When you press it there, it gets brighter, that's when it's on. So right now, when it's off, the effects loop is running. I have the Condor in the effects loop. The effects loop is really designed to work with those pedals like fuzz that don't like a buffer, and the Yuna being a Elite Unity amplifier, it kind of does the buffer thing. So just real quick, when you see this off and this dimly lit, that means it is just the guitar, nothing else, right? If you see this on, red, and this dimly lit, it is the Condor. If you see this bright, then it's the Yuna. Doesn't matter what that is because it's now out of the effects loop. So let's go ahead with this part. This is the, like I said before, the 29 pedals Yuna. It is always the front of my chain. I love it. It just kind of brings back a lot of the sparkle on all the frequencies that you lose when you're running a lot of stuff. So that's why I really like it. Just again, difference between those. Nothing on. That's why I like it. So, alright, now I will be toggling between the Condor and the Yuna with the switch of the Yuna. So watch this. If this is bright, the Yuna is on. If this is dim, the Condor's on. So here is the Condor. Okay, so in the lighter strums or the lighter picks, I'm hearing a difference. Like here's the Condor, Yuna, and I think the Yuna's a little bit brighter, but I have the LPF completely dialed out. So I guess let's get the mids up a bit on the Condor would essentially do it, but I'm not going to because in like the fuerte strumming or whatever, I think they're pretty matched pretty well. So this might still be a little bit muddy, so let's change that frequency. Hey, that's closer. I like it. Well, there you go. The Condor can do the Yuna. So if you're needing to save space or a power jack, whatever, a power tap, maybe the Condor can do it. Well, one cool thing with the Condor is it does have an extra gain switch. So Condor and clean with gain. So you really can add some stuff to that. So, all right, that part's done. Now with the Yuna completely out of the way, don't even worry about it. We're gonna see what we can do with the Condor. What kind of sounds can we get? But before we do, I'm gonna save what I just did. Right. Did I do it? No, I didn't do it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so that means that what I just did is save it to the right preset, so I can switch on that, and then the setting that I just did is there. So, although I just did it, I just did it with the drive on. I don't want that. There we go. So, there, perfect. All right. So we'll put it in the middle. That means everything you see is what you get. Let's take a look at the toggles, the dip switches. They are all off for now. We'll get into that in a second. Okay, come on. All right, hi Condor. Let's play around, shall we? Okay, I kind of gave a little bit there, so now let's look at some of the fun stuff you can do. Okay, with some dip switches. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Let's see, we are going to hit the drive on, and we are going to do the, let's see, the bounce, and we're going to do rev volume, and we're going to have it rise. That looks good to me. Okay, So let's change. So when you do some of that stuff, what controls the level of the, the gain knob becomes a ramp knob. So let's do this and let's see what we can come up with. Make it faster, probably. Yeah, well, you're hearing me do that because I'm doing this with one hand and playing with the other. So that all the way up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's say then, let's go back to this and let's take it off of volume because that gave us a little tremolo, and let's put it on frequency. And we can leave that where it is because it's going to fall. Okay, so let's check it out. I can move some things around to make this more of the centerpiece here. Okay, well, what if you did those together? What if you added the volume in there too, and you had the frequency rise while the volume fell? Put that there. Okay, what do we have now? Nice, I'm digging that. That's pretty cool. Now let's switch it to that's right. Sweep. What does that do? And let's turn the LPF on and have that rise as well. Okay, now what? What do we got now? Put it maybe here. Okay, let's set that. Now what does it do? Sorry, so you can see. Okay, what do we got here? Let's turn them all on and we will alternate which ones we have going here. And I don't know, just moving some things around here. What does that do for us? Well, whatever I did really made that volume drop. Oh, I don't know why. I have no idea why. I'll turn all these back off. Back to 0. Back to that sound, alright. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. This is a little bit different. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And, I did not do this justice with the dip switches. And that's kind of because I'm really just learning the dip switches and the ramping and the bouncing. So a little bit of exploration. Could we get a trim out of this? Yes. Could we get kind of like a Yuna vibe out of this? Yes. But then I started getting out of my element, right? So, I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Peace.